Gemini, hi. This is going to be a reading for March 2022. At least that's when it's intended. But I'm also feel like if this comes across you and it's not that time, then this might be the right time for you. This is a general reading, and it's millions of y'all in the world, so just take what resonates and leave the rest be. Please use spiritual discernment when watching any of these tarot videos, especially mine. And keep in mind, at the time of me doing this video, it is Pisces season. It's very intuitive, emotional, mutable, like you, Gemini, because you're air, but you're mutable. So keep in mind how this affects you and others around you. We're just going to start off with a basic spread, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to go down and clarify them as I go, okay? So let's get started. Let's get Gemini's present energy. Okay, 3 of Wands, waiting. I feel like I always get some kind of energy like this when it comes to Gemini. Waiting. I'm waiting for my ships to come in. I ordered. I'm waiting for the delivery to show up. I'm trying to go surf. I'm trying to go swim. I'm waiting for the waves to come. I'm waiting for the rain to stop. I'm waiting. We'll see why. What's the challenge at this time? Okay. Moon. Some secrets or some illusions. Something hidden here. Also could be about emotions. Yeah, defensiveness. Being very defensive. Feeling this with the moon here, because the 7 of Wands could just also mean trying to prove yourself worthy, stand up for yourself, like stick up for yourself. You see how she's fighting all these other wands trying to fight her, proving oneself. But with the moon, and then we got the devil card at the bottom of the deck too. I'm feeling like this is more about like in the defensive kind of energy and feeling more emotional about it. I'm waiting for my chance to prove myself because I'm feeling a little emotionally not so hot right now. That's what it's giving. What's hiding from Gemini at this time? 6 of Swords. Things will calm down. It will show up. So you see her, she's waiting for her boat, and now they're on the boat on the way. So it's coming. Whatever it is you're waiting on, okay? It's coming. I don't know if this is an escape. Ooh, some of you guys are trying to escape. What's the strength Gemini could use at this time? Hierophant, what everything really means to you. Stay committed. Stay strong. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your morals, your values, beliefs. Don't get so impatient that you sit and try to find a shortcut just because it's not happening. What you ask for, particularly what come, you might be feeling really stuck in your head. Like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Maybe I'll hop on somebody else's boat. But no. You'll just see. You're gonna get out of it. I'm gonna keep saying the same thing over and over again until I at least clarify. So there's that. What is the spiritual guidance and advice for Gemini energy? Okay, King of Swords. All right, there you are. Now the King of Swords is the mastery of not only communication but information. He knows when to say it and when not to say it. He knows if it's necessary. You know what I mean? The King of Swords is the type to make the quote, before I say it, should it be said, and it should be said by me kind of thing. Be strategic. Okay? Let's clarify. We got the 6 of Cups up at the bottom of the deck. It could be dealing with a child or you and another individual, a sibling. This is like a soulmate energy, soul tie. Okay. Let's clarify the present energy with this waiting. What are we waiting on here? Communication from another. See you. Oh, by the way, if you hear dogs in the background, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about them. I'm in a different environment right now while transitioning, so I'm so sorry if it is distracting. And I did plug in a mic, so hopefully it's not coming off as loud as it is on my end. Yeah, some of y'all are definitely waiting for a king. Literally, this King of Pentacles, because we got the Lovers. We also got the Chariot going in the right direction. I'm waiting for this person to come pick me up. I don't even know if this is a particular person. Whoever this is, you're waiting for somebody sturdy. Some of you guys could be women waiting on a man who's very sturdy and secure with himself. good with money kind of situation. And I'm not even talking on like no gold digger stuff, although some of you could be, I don't know. I'm not speaking on, it's a general reading, but for a lot of you, it's not about the money as much as it's about stability. And with that Chariot here and the Lover's card, I just feel like you kind of want to be on the right track with another person. And I feel like that's what you guys are waiting on. The challenge, clarify the challenge. I can already tell before clarifying it that I do feel like the challenge is the challenge is believing in yourself instead of relying on somebody to come and save you. Yeah, we got the Queen of Wands, using your own force and passion and fieriness. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys also might need to defend yourself against a water sign as well. And there's the Three of Wands as well, waiting. I'm waiting for my chance to blow up and shine. I'm waiting for my chance to shine when it comes to another individual. This could just be I'm waiting for a chance to shine when it comes to a relationship. Okay, we got the Four of Cups. This is an offer that you cannot be seeing or don't want to see. And there's the Independence card that I was just talking about. You know what I mean? So I feel like this has a lot to do with kind of wanting to be saved and kind of wanting to be with someone, but not realizing that the things that you might be waiting for inside a person, the challenge right now is actually to find that within yourself. So let me get what's hiding from you that you need to see. But like intuitively, you know that. The High Priestess there, that's our psychic. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have investments. So when this boat comes to save you, whether it's the boat you done made, whether it's the one that you bought saving your own money, regardless of how you get out of the situation that you get out of, is going to have a lot to do with how you invest in this other person as well. Because at the end of the day, this is about you being independent when it comes to your own security or financial needs. So whether you're getting help or not, it's like, did you invest in this person? You know what I'm saying? With the Nine of Swords, that's anxiety, sleepless nights. That's also a repetition of thought as well. Like, just can't think. I think about it over and over and over and over and over and over. You know what I mean? I keep saying, you know what I mean. I don't know why. Then we have the Magician, man. I knew it. I was just thinking this. When you say things over and over and over and over and over, that's repetition. That is a form of manifesting. That is a form of spell work. You know what I'm saying? A form of magic, if you will. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's a lot of talk. You need to be very careful about what you're saying and thinking over and over and over in repetition, because you're speaking it into existence. I feel like intuitively there's something here that has to do with something here. That you can do something, but I feel like emotionally some of you guys are just not up for it right now and kind of want an easy way out. I'm not even trying to say that to be mean or nothing, and like I said, don't feel offended if this is not your reading, then it's not your reading, but there's something about, I want to say, ignoring intuition. You know how when you trust somebody and then it's like something goes wrong and it's like, I knew I shouldn't have trusted that person, and then you keep doing it over and over? That's what it feels like. Because you were right you were right at that time. I knew I shouldn't have trusted this person, but it's not because this person is untrustful or you shouldn't be in a relationship or anything like that. It's because what you're expecting out of a person in a relationship, it's something you should be expecting out of yourself. So yeah, you're always going to be right. But you keep going back. Some of you, that's what the energy feels like to me. What's the strength to use at this time? Okay, King of Wands. So we got a match from the Queen of Wands to King of Wands. So I feel like there's like a determination. Some of you guys need to get your free will up. Your free will, your raw free will to do something. What is it called? Willpower. You need to upgrade your willpower. You need to go from the Queen of Wands to the King of Wands, in my opinion. I feel like, in order to feel more security and stable, there has to be more into your action, because the Queen of Wands is like a wildfire to me, which is the King of Wands is very wild and passionate as well, but he knows when to use that fire to keep himself warm, others warm, or to snuff it out and leave them out in the cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, also the King of Wands is very determined and doesn't take no for an answer once he decides something as well. So there's a lot of willpower here that is very necessary. So if you believe in something, if you want a thing, right? If you want a kind of thing, or if you want it out of another person, because often the Hierophant is a marriage card. If you want something from another person, you need to be able to see that on the other side and be determined to fulfill that aspect in yourself as well. You know? We got the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, that's everybody sitting at the table. You want somebody that can run the table, bring the plate to the table. Well, you need to be able to bring a plate to the table too. You need to be able to bring bread to the table as well. The bread and the bacon. Like, what you want from another person, you need to be able to provide that as well. Sorry, I'm just writing it down. Okay. Let me get one more for that. Yeah, the Two of Swords. It speaks about a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, a choice to cut somebody off. I do feel like there's a little bit of cutting a habit as well. I also feel like you need to cut off your expectations. Not that you shouldn't have expectations with other people, but referencing what I just said earlier about, you know what I mean, being so hard on others. And it's like... I feel like I'm going to keep saying the same thing over and over. I'm trying not to do that. But that's what it's giving to me. Let me get one more on that Two of Swords. Ace of Wands. Yeah, you need to decide what you want to do also. Like, mentally, you need to decide what you do with the Ace of Wands. Because Ace of Wands is a brand new course of action. You know what I mean? A brand new passion, a fire under that ass. I'm getting Ace of Wands a lot for you guys, for you Geminis. But you need to really decide and stick to it and commit to it. Like, honestly, like, what do you want? What do you want? And stick to that and commit to that. There's a willpower issue here for some of you. Some of you already know that and are like, I already know that already. I'm doing that. But also have the expectation of others to do that as well. And it's like, you know, I feel like you intuitively know you're very hard on yourself. You know what I mean? So will you always be satisfied by somebody else? You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that in a way where it's like you shouldn't have expectations. You should have expectations, you know? But just know that, just consider that perhaps you might be projecting. Just consider that to be a factor in the situation. Like, you expect this out of somebody because you expect it, because really what you need to do is expect it out of yourself. I don't know. I'm trying to pinpoint it because I feel like you're correct in a lot of what I'm seeing here. However, for some of you, it's a willpower issue. And for some of you, your willpower is so strong, it's a stubbornness, and you expect other people to have it to that extreme. You know what I mean? So I feel like I feel like there's a split in the Gemini energy where some Geminis are doing it this way and some Geminis are doing it that way. Clarify the spiritual advice and guidance with that King of Swords there. Death and rebirth. Transformation within. Ace of Pentacles, a brand new opportunity, and then the Devil. Let me get one more. Six of Wands is about being recognized, recognizing oneself, being recognized by other people. And the Fool card, a brand new beginning. Oh, y'all can't even see that. I'm sorry. The Death card, there's a whole transformation here. With this is death and rebirth. Like rebirthing into something and there being a new opportunity. Also with the Devil card, because everything else is positive here, I'm feeling like there's grounding work. Like, when I think of the Devil, I'm thinking like things that pull us down to the ground, you know? And when I think about that, I think about like the Matrix, if you will, this reality that we live in. Simulation or not. Some people think we're in a simulation. Some people, you know, I don't know what it is, but I do know that we here and we got work to do regardless. So I feel like you're going to be establishing and moving around that matrix to benefit yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's going to be a brand new beginning for you. That's what I'm feeling like. I'm not feeling anything negative here. I was trying to, but I'm just not getting that. And if anything, with the Devil, I feel like, especially with this Two of Swords here, you're going to be cutting off You know what I'm saying? Stuff that is holding you back. Because you see how she's all tied up in the face here? And look at the strings that the devil is holding on this person right now. I feel like you have yourself attached to some strings, but I feel like it's all mental mostly. And I feel like, oh, this is why also I was feeling weird on how I was saying the message too, because I was talking about expectations. Having expectations is good, but when you get to the point where it could be like, why are the expectations there? Like, look at the root of it. Is it attached to something that is more controlling than anything else? I feel like with this being an advice, like, look at the opportunity to see how things are not so much grounding you, but maybe holding you down and pulling you back from being able to jump into the abyss of a brand new beginning, you know? Justice is at the bottom of the deck, so I do feel like everything will balance out. Let's get some tea leaves. Okay, we have Stork. Yo, this keeps coming up for a lot of you guys today, and I shuffled these decks like unnecessarily thorough. Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. That's the opportunity here. Tiger, do something risky, taking a chance. Yeah, go in with that willpower, that fire. When I see that tiger, I think of that lion here with that King of Wands to go for something. Dogs, getting together with friends. Rose, romances in the air. Month, March. Wow, it's March right now, bro. So it's popping off this month. I'm been getting these readings kind of late, so a lot of it might have already popped off for a lot of you. Ant, work, achievement, success. That's again a lot, that willpower. Ants work at like crazy. I don't even think they sleep, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Absolutely. Go down that path. Teardrops. Great personal sorrow. I feel like that has a lot to do with a previous ending, with a partner or a situation, feeling like you kind of needed each other. You know, it's giving, I thought they were my other half, but now you're realizing that you're by yourself a full whole. And then gavel, involvement with the long. Okay, I'm going to be reading from the Sacred Rebels Oracle here. This deck, I'm going to pull a card for you, one card for you, and then I'm going to read a little bit out of the book, okay? Whoa. Okay, I got spirals. Hold on. I got spirals of manifestation. It's 18. That equates to a 9. The 9 in a tarot deck. The first thing I thought of with 9 is standing your ground. The 9 of Wands. I also thought of the 9 of Swords, which is like repetition with your thoughts. Change your thoughts, some of you. If your thoughts have been positive and been focused on manifesting, then stick to that because it's working. It's creating spirals of manifestation, okay? 9 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles is about the independence, emotional independence, and 9 of Cups being emotional independence and feeling secure with oneself emotionally as well as indulging in oneself. And the 9 of Pentacles we spoke about earlier that came out, which is about that, like being single and independent, like materially, you know what I mean, on this earth. So let's find 18 spirals of manifestation. Okay, so here we go. The creative, rebellious path of love moves in spirals. It is not linear. Sometimes our mind decides that the way forward is to take clear steps from one point to the next logical point. However, there is a genius within that guide that... Well, let me start that over. However, there is a genius within that can guide us on an alternative route. If there is an unnecessary pothole or delay in the typical linear path of progression, and the curve looped in the path will be quicker, more fun, and more beautiful, then why not allow yourself to be guided to that path? This can happen through trust and wisdom rather than rigid adherence to what on the surface appears to be logical progression. You are in the midst of a spiral of manifestation. Something is coming into being, even if you think it is further away than ever before. How amazing. See, I told you it was coming. It's coming. Hold on, I want to write that down. What you manifested is coming. How amazing it will seem when what you have been dreaming of falls into place. Suddenly, what you have been thinking of creating will plunk into your reality, seemingly out of nowhere, because it was just around the bend, just out of view, on the spiral of manifestation, and you could not see it coming. In truth, it was coming to you all along. Sometimes when we feel the furthest away from what we want, we are actually closer than ever before. Just one turn on the spiral loop of creation can see your manifestation taking root in the world. You must hold true to your faith and keep working on your progress. Forget about believing it when you're seeing it. Any old soul or young soul can do that. You are a bigger, braver, more ancient soul. You have enough chutzpah to believe it so that you can see it sooner, bigger, and brighter. Do not give in to those who tell you it should have happened already or that you have failed. They are just suffering from a lack of patience and understanding, as well as an arrogant assumption that their notion of timing is somehow superior to the greater divine timing at play in life. Be in goodwill with yourself and the universe. All is unfolding perfectly whether you feel it right now or not. This brings a message to you about the perfect synchronicities that are taking place in your life. You may have started to notice these already. When we live from the heart, honor our creative center, and choose unlikely but lovingly rebellious ways to be in the world, we'll begin to notice synchronicity every day. It is as though the universe is speaking to us intimately on all matters, which of course it is. This is to remind you that there is no point rushing to the bus stop. If you're way too early, you're just wasting your time. Better to live your life at a more appropriate pace and get there at the right time. This is what I was saying earlier. Don't be trying to find no shortcut, because the time is coming and it's going to be right on time. You don't need the anxiety that comes from rushing towards your destiny. Try not to worry quite so much about the future. You will attract what you want and need so much more enjoyably if you relax and deal with the here and now. Remember, too, that your life path is unfolding in harmony with the paths of others. You will meet with each other for the greatest benefit when you trust in the flow of the one great creative spiral upon which this galaxy spins. Everything is ultimately in harmony with everything else to fulfill the great big creative intent of the supreme creative force of love. You're included in that. You're lucky. So, that is all. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Till next time. Bye.